Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Please leave a like so this video is recommended to others, and hit that subscribe button so you can keep seeing videos just like this.
18 people needed medical attention watching this opera because of how intense it was. They reported feeling sick, nausea, dizzy, and distressed. So viewer discretion is advised. This opera is called Sancta, and it took place in Germany, and you won't believe the things that happened during this. There were nuns without clothing on roller skates, very intimate scenes. There was crucifixion, real piercings, real blood, and some other things I probably shouldn't say. This whole thing is based off of the 1920s controversial opera called Sancta Susanna, and it follows a story of a nun facing her repressed desires. Looks like this new version took it to a whole nother level, but at what point do we ask, where do we draw the line?
That actually sounds really demonic. You need Jesus, bruh. Y'all really do. I feel like I need to sprinkle a little bit of holy water on myself after watching that.
Moment before disaster.
There's no way that whale didn't plan that. That was way too perfect. Maybe it's time to let that poor guy go. Once that orca starts getting this devious, I think it wants to leave, dude. I don't think it wants to be there anymore.
I'm telling you, this place is haunted. Do you heard that?
Yeah, I can't do this. This is so scary.
No, you go in there with me.
Yes. You have to go first.
Stay behind me. It keeps playing, I swear. No, dude, I'm not going up in that. It's this piano, I swear to God it is. No, dude, you got me up. If I die, I swear, I will. Oh, God. Dude, no.
That was probably like a rat in the piano. That would have freaked me out too, though. Bro was flabbergasted.
This guy was raided by the FBI for AI generating music on Spotify, and he earned an 8-figure fortune while doing it. 52-year-old Michael Smith of North Carolina is a music producer, or maybe more of just an AI prompt writer in this particular case, because he used AI to generate music, uploaded it to Spotify and Apple Music, and would then send swarms of listening bots to stream the music and get paid for it. Yes, AI generated music streamed by bots. This really is the dead internet theory coming to life. He's currently being charged with wire fraud conspiracy, wire fraud, and money laundering conspiracy, totaling to a combined maximum of 60 years in prison. But many are quick to point out that he technically didn't break any direct laws, as music streaming fraud isn't a crime yet. It is against streaming platforms like Spotify terms of service for sure, but company policy is not the same as the law. He first found out how to send listening bots to his songs on streaming platforms without getting detected back in 2017. But he realized he'd get caught real quick if just a small handful of his songs by an unknown artist got billions of views. So when AI generated music first became a thing, he saw the opportunity of a lifetime. Working with the CEO of an AI music company, he started producing hundreds of thousands of songs generated by AI to send his army of listening bots to, made under thousands of different fake artist names like Callio Bloom, Callus Humane, Callus Ness, Calm Baseball, Calm Innovation, and Calm Knuckles. Clearly AI generated. Even the album art was AI generated. Like, what in the f*** is this? And even weirder song names names like Zygophysiae, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce these, in combination with thousands of fake names, emails, accounts, and VPNs to help make his streams look as legitimate as possible. He collected a total of $10 million in royalties from the music streaming giants between 2017 and 2024, racking in over $1 million a year. Unfortunately, I couldn't find a sample of any of his songs anywhere online, as they've all been scrubbed clean from every music streaming platform and website I could find. But let me know if any of you come across them. I'd love to listen me some Calliope Bloom and hear just what kind of AI music was topping the charts all these years.
You know what the funny part is? Is that these music companies kind of already do the same thing. They fake a lot of their streams, they fake a lot of their growth, but when a regular Joe Blow nobody figures it out, they come down full force on you, set this man free, and give him his money back. Bro's cooking his waffles in a volcano. Dang, man. Thing's about to melt through your sink.
An Airbnb guest caught on video getting confronted by a robbery suspect armed with a black gun.
Give me this bag. Give me this bag.
The robbery suspect takes the victim's bag. Suddenly, he's joined by another man with a long rifle. Both men forced the alleged victim into the Airbnb. But it turns out the Airbnb guests were targeted for their drugs and money. A surprise to the Airbnb host, who alerted police about a possible home invasion he was witnessing through security cameras. Police arrived and found over 100 pounds of marijuana and nearly $30,000 in cash. The alleged victims, Johnny Guzman and Robert Rincon, were arrested and became defendants for trafficking drugs. Meanwhile, Razambesa Johnson, Jamori Sawyer, and Tajani Brown were charged for being the alleged home invaders.
A twist within a twist within a twist. This is so hilarious, man. You get robbed and then you end up being arrested. There was no good guys in this story.
Nick Jonas just had to run off stage after someone was seemingly trying to take him out. So last night at a Jonas Brothers concert, Nick Jonas had a laser pointed at his head. On the video of this happening, Nick quickly looks up at where the laser is pointing from, and then he proceeds to quickly run off stage. Now, after this incident, the Jonas Brothers did end up coming back on stage to perform, but so far there has been no confirmation as to what exactly the laser was or who was pointing it. Now, things like this seem to be becoming the norm for concerts. If y'all remember, a couple months ago, Taylor Swift had to cancel a concert in Vienna because of an entire plot to cause terror at the concert.
Well, at least he was quick with it. He's probably never ran so fast in his life. I don't think I would have went back out there, man. That would have traumatized me.
Oh my god, so many cars.
See, dude, I'm telling you, it's not worth it. It's not worth the heart attack. I can't believe some of you are risking your lives getting into these. This is terrifying, dude.
Kroger just rolled out surge pricing using facial recognition technology. This means that Kroger has the ability to change the prices of their products depending on the image of the person buying them. Not to mention that most corporations already own a lot of our data. This means that depending on the image of the person buying the product, they could access our information and dictate that price. Can also use our image to determine how often we buy certain products and increase the price of that product. This could lead to discriminatory practices using AI as a scapegoat to charge people of different races, different socioeconomic status, different family sizes, and different dietary restrictions, different prices for the same products that they are buying. And this is the result of an economic system that cannot sustain itself. Capitalism is the pursuit of profit by any means necessary in a finite world. Even if corporations attain new technology to make their operations more efficient, they will always pursue extracting more capital out of consumers for the sake of profit.
What the hell, dude? How would this literally work? Because the prices are on the shelves. So are they just gonna remove the prices? I wouldn't shop anywhere where I can't see the price beforehand anyways. So I don't know in what world they thought that this was a good idea. to know what was at the top. There's no way he went up there for no reason. He knows something we don't. He probably just went up there to mark his territory. Imagine climbing to the top of that just to pee on it.
You like a good mystery? I'm at this petroglyph panel, one of my favorite. It's called Procession Panel. And it's really interesting. I've already done some videos on it. I'm going to have a whole long form content on YouTube on where this is and how to get here. All the animals around this circle are facing the circle. All the people are too. Except this guy right here. Head of a goat, body of a man, and he's pointing up. What do you think that's about?
How old is this supposed to be? Petroglyph. 10,000 to 12,000 years ago. How did they know about Satan 10,000 years ago? That's really creepy. Coast Guard rescue a man floating on a cooler 30 miles off the coast of Florida. Florida man at it again. Damn, what kind of cooler was that? Anybody know? Nobody knows. That would make the most amazing ad.
Doctors there were preparing for an organ retrieval operation when the nurses wheeled the donor, who had been declared brain dead, into the operating room. But, as Natasha Miller, one of the doctors, told NPR, after he came in, he was moving and thrashing around on the bed. When they looked closer, tears were streaming down his face as he shook his head no. Which, just to be clear here, are the medical symptoms of a man desperately trying to stop the doctors from cutting him open to take his organs. Right, and so the situation, which NPR just pieced together through interviews, takes place back in 2021 at the Baptist Health Hospital in Richmond, Kentucky. And so the two doctors on the case, they see this, they were shocked, and naturally they refused to perform the procedure. With Miller recalling, the procuring surgeon, he was like, I'm out of it. I don't want to have anything to do with it. It was very chaotic. Everyone was just very upset. And then she says she overheard the case coordinator for the organ procurement organization, Kentucky Organ Donor Affiliate, or CODA, call her supervisor for advice, which you might think would come in the form of, yeah, don't cut that guy open. But according to Miller, the supervisor told the coordinator that she needed to, quote, find another doctor to do it, and that, quote, we were going to do this case. With Miller going on to describe the call, saying she's like, there is no one else. She's crying, the coordinator, because she's getting yelled at. Now, ultimately, the organ retrieval did get canceled, but it turns out the donor, 36-year-old Anthony Thomas Hoover II, also known as TJ, he woke up more than once that day. Reportedly, he was admitted to the hospital after suffering a overdose. And according to organ preservationist Nicoletta Martin, who reviewed the case file, he showed signs of life during an initial procedure known as cardiac catheterization, but followed to stay in the loop.
Stay away from that hospital. Jesus, dude. Oh my god. I hope my guy sues the pants off of them. Holy crap. This is terrifying. I still haven't changed my organ donor status. I need to do that as soon as possible. Y'all ain't taking my kidneys. I'm sorry. They're mine. Yo, what is... What in the pet cemetery, dude? The stance is very menacing, so I wouldn't recommend letting him in.
A straight insurance fraud attempt was caught on tape in broad daylight. And let me know if this makes you want to buy a dash cam as much as it makes me. This TikToker was driving on the Belt Parkway in Queens, New York. And I'm just gonna roll the tape because you need to see the whole video.
And on the what the oh my god!
What happened, babe?
Oh my god, what is he? Babe!
Babe, what happened?
I don't know.
Babe.
I got into an accident. Oh my god. Oh my god,
Where are
babe.
you?
I'm on the Belt Parkway. This guy just reversed into me. What the hell is going on?
Reversed into you?
Yeah.
As you can see, she was driving in the left lane when this silver Honda decided to swerve into her lane. She was able to stop short enough to not hit the car, but for no reason at all, the driver of this silver Honda full speed reversed into her front bumper. And this scene is straight out of a movie, but they all hopped out of the car holding their heads and acting like they got hurt and then assessing the damage on the car like she hit them. All had their phones out recording and taking down her license plate and trying to talk to her for insurance. At the same time, this is her rear view camera. This red Kia was trailing so she couldn't slam on her brakes too hard. So she actually explains all this in the caption for the original video. But they actually had a tarp right here for some reason covering the rear window. But when they slammed into her, the tarp fell down and she could see the driver switching seats with the passenger. Not really sure why they did that. They approached the driver to try to exchange insurance information, but once they saw the dash cam was recording everything, their demeanor changed pretty quickly. As you can see here, that's a face of defeat. This red Kia that was trailing behind her actually pulled forward and the driver got into the car. This was an absolute mess, and it literally just sold me on a dash camera.
Not gonna lie, this is infuriating. Thank God she had a dash cam. If you don't have one, this is your sign to get one. I have one, because people they love to play with me when I'm in my work van. Dude, they think they're gonna get a giant payout, not knowing I'm just a contractor and I don't work for a big company. But yeah, get you a dash cam if you don't have one.
Okay guys, walking outside to take the trash out would blow your mind if you saw this. Why is there a giant just walking around in the middle of the night? Why is he there? He, she. Do you see it? I know I ain't tripping. But what would you do? You walk outside to take your trash out and you see this just, roaming around late at night. What you think? Let me know.
I would say I need to go back inside and watch TV. Yo, that straight up does look like a person though. It looks like they're sparking up too. That's crazy. I wonder if it still looks like this in the daytime. Yo, what? Bro. Ain't no way you got a fish with crutches, dude. I'm so confused. Is that to stop him from eating so much? Or is that to help him eat? Bro looks like a hammer. Just hammering into his food.
And sometimes you gotta remember to be nice to everyone you meet. So boom, Mike Tyson got this fight coming up, right? His people call him, they're like, yo, Mike, hey. Mike Tyson's like, what's good? They said, yo, this dude named Dale is gonna interview you for the fight. Just go meet him. Mike Tyson says, all right, cool. So he goes over to meet Dale at a gym. Now, outside of the gym, he sees Dale getting picked on by a couple guys. Mike Tyson's like, hey, yo, leave him alone. The dude said, man, that's a good idea, Mike. And then Mike Tyson and Dale have a great interview. Dale tells him he's a huge fan. They all live happily ever after. Psych, stupid, you ain't hear me say it yet? Mike Tyson had a problem. And his problem came a few weeks later. He was training in a gym. Suddenly, his gym gets surrounded by the SWAT team. Mike Tyson starts thinking back. He's like, did I do something? If you didn't know this, Mike Tyson has a lot of stories involving law enforcement. The sergeant of the SWAT team walks in. He goes, Mike, you know this dude? Now, Mike still thinks he's in trouble. Mike was like, yeah, he interviewed me for a fight. Did I get too excited while I was talking about it? Tell him I said sorry if I hit him. The SWAT sergeant's like, yeah, he 28 people. 8 of those people are now. Well, I'm glad he liked you, though. Mike goes. The sergeant goes, all right, have a good one. And well, they eventually caught Dale. Sports writer by day, serial by night. You think you know a guy.
Okay, that took a left turn. Damn, now I'm gonna have to Google this dude's name and find out all the crap he did. What's his name? Dale Hausner. Okay, you're interviewing celebrities and you're still a serial unaliver, dude? Come on. Getting Jimmy John's delivered at work? Okay. Dang, man, he missed the giant bag. He was just a tiny bit too slow. He was off by just an inch. He almost had it. I didn't know you could get your sandwiches delivered off the highway like that.
Or DTE. We're checking for gas leaks.
Cases like this are exactly why I don't let people that I don't know into my home, even if they're dressed in a professional manner. This disturbing footage was recently taken from somebody's Ring doorbell camera, and we can see this guy as well as his friend back here dressed up in pretty official looking uniforms. These guys are pretending to be from DTE, which is an energy company, and unfortunately the people inside of the house fell for this. For context, this happened extremely recently in October, and the resident of the house was a man by the name of Hussein Murray, and he lived with his wife. The man pretending to be an energy worker was this guy, Carlos Jose Hernandez, and after gaining access to the home, he took Hussein down to the basement. This is where Hussein would end up losing his life, and then Carlos and his accomplice went upstairs to his wife and asked her where the jewelry and money was kept. Hussein's wife did end up surviving and calling 911, however, Hussein was not so lucky himself. The case is currently still ongoing, so there's not a whole lot of details that have emerged, but let this be a lesson. Anyone can dress up like this and try to gain access to your home. Be careful who you trust.
Yeah, I think they said that the guy that was unalived actually owned a jewelry store. I wouldn't say it's random. It was definitely targeted. They knew exactly who he was, but I would still be iffy about letting anybody in my house. But that's scary, dude. That's scary. They definitely put a lot of effort into this home invasion. There's no way. That's a pretty cool mashup though. It actually fits them pretty good. It looks like it could be real.
America, we have a massive recall of waffles due to listeria risk. And these waffles were sold everywhere. Here's the list right here, guys. From Aldi to Walmart, Target, Dollar General, Giant Eagle, to H-E-B, to Tops. Also Costco, you guys, Kodiak Cakes. The amount of products and waffles that have been recalled is unbelievable. It just goes on and on and on and on. Now, I am not an expert and I am not giving advice, but if you have any of these waffles, I would throw them out immediately. Matter of fact, I got a box of Giant Eagle waffles in my freezer right now. But like I said, people, more than 500 varieties of frozen waffles. So you're probably asking, why and how did this happen? Well, the company discovered the problem through routine testing at its manufacturing plant. I mean, how many more plants are we going to have listeria come out of? This is absolutely ridiculous. We have got to get our shit together. But like I said, I'm not a foremost authority on food, and I'm not trying to give out advice, but if you got waffles in your fridge like I do right now, I'd just throw them out.
Dude, I swear they're straight up trying to poison us. First it was what, the stupid ham, and then I saw something about chicken, then vegetables, now waffles. I guess I'll just survive off of air. The only cool Cybertruck in existence. All Cybertrucks should just come standard with this wrap.
Know who you dating, because this woman got arrested because she trained a bunch of squirrels to attack her ex-boyfriend at the park. Now, this dude got attacked so hard, he lost 2 fingers and 1 testicle. And the only reason he knows it was her is because as he was getting attacked, he looked around his shoulder and her goofy ass was behind a bush giving out the call. So she was behind the bush going, you telling the squirrels what to do. Naturally, I'm like, how the hell did she just pick up squirrel training? You a squirrel whisperer? It's because she used to train lions for the circus. So of course she could train some damn squirrels. Sis, you couldn't burn his clothes, key his car, or call the gas company, turn the gas off so he ain't got no heat in the winter, or something else? Because you can't even put her in regular jail, because jail got rats. And if jail got rats and she there, she gonna control the rats and she gonna take over the whole prison in 2 weeks with your dog.
I need to find out if this is real, because that picture... Michigan woman arrested after training squirrels. Oh man. Representatives at a police department said Wednesday that they have been aware of this article and have laughed about it. The mugshot of alleged attacker traced back to Maryland woman who was arrested in 2014 for throwing bricks at windows. Oh man, this is a made up story. Damn it. I was hoping it was true. The mugshot is real. But it's for a different crime. She's still a little cuckoo.
This Cartoon Network show creator just got arrested for possession of child. His name is Kyle Carosa and he made Mighty Magiswords. He was also a board artist for Very Odd Parents and did over 200 episodes of Adventure Time. He was charged with having over 600 images of child. He is facing either 1 year in county or 5 years in a state prison. If found guilty, he has to register with law enforcement as a offender. First Nickelodeon, now Cartoon Network is getting exposed for having predators.
Wow. I can't say I'm surprised anymore. to be honest. Not to bully him, but you know that saying of not to judge a book by its cover? Come on, dude. Look at this guy. A lot of times there's signs, bro. There's signs. And the comments seem to agree with me. For sure got that Dan Schneider look.
Probably none of us will have a job. There will be, but in that benign scenario, there will be universal high income. Not universal basic income, universal high income. There will be no shortage of goods or services. And I think the benign scenario is the most likely scenario, probably, I don't know, 80% likely if you ask, in my opinion. The question will not be one of lacking goods or services. You'll have, everyone will have access to as much in the way of goods and services as they would like. The question will really be one of meaning. Of how, if the computer can do, and the robots can do everything better than you, then what does your life have meaning?
Straight from the horse's mouth. None of us are gonna have a job. I don't think finding meaning is gonna be the issue. I think it's gonna be affording rent and groceries and just staying alive. I think that's gonna be a main issue. It's a main issue right now. I think we're screwed. I think we really are. Well guys, that's all I have today. Thanks for hanging out with me again. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, you're awesome and I appreciate you. And with that, I'll see you in the next video.